one of New York's bravest, Joseph Bonanno, the author of this book, The Firehouse Grilling Cookbook.
Well, Joe Bonanno is back, and he has brought another book and some other wonderful recipes. Joe is on duty every night at Ladder Company 152 in Queens, New York, and he cooks dinner for his colleagues, family style.
No one has to be able to eat and run like a firefighter, but a fast-paced life is no reason not to eat healthy. So now there's the Healthy Firehouse Cookbook.
With Steve Frasak, a 12-year veteran of the Bayport Fire Department. Welcome, Steve.
Hey, Joe.
Great to have you today. Tell us a little bit about the meals that you have at this firehouse.
We cook meals every month for our department meeting, Joe.
Department meeting.
And, you know, we'll do anything from stews to chicken to barbecues.
Now, generally, like when I worked in the city, we had a traditional lunch meal and a dinner meal because we had to be there for 24 hours. When they have a working fire in the Bayport area, do you make a meal for the members coming back to feed them or no?
If we're on a standby, we'll do a meal. Okay. On the way back, we'll do something simple like a spaghetti and meatballs, but basically we'll cook anything.
Okay, okay. And a standby, what is that in volunteer terms? That's
if we're needed at another department,
okay,
or if we're on a standby for a call to another department, okay, and we have guys sitting around, or if there's snow or if there's an emergency around, and we have guys sitting at the firehouse for any length of time, okay, we'll do a meal.
Now, this looks like a really hearty beef man-sized meal. Is this one that you would make coming back from a working fire or at a monthly?
We normally make this at our monthly meetings, Joe.
Okay, great. Okay, Steve, do you have a name for this particular dish? I like recipes that are named.
Joe, this is called Bayport goulash.
Good enough. As long as you have a name for it, I like it better than just calling it goulash. Bayport goulash. You know, goulash has noodles in it and protein and carbohydrates. You know, carbohydrates from the noodles and good protein from the meat. What cut of meat are you going to be using today?
We have our beef chuck.
Okay, chuck is the cut, okay.
Yeah, and we have our onions.
Okay.
We have our paprika. We use a good Hungarian paprika.
Okay.
Salt and pepper. And basically that's it.
And
some garnish, we have some parsley for garnish.
Parsley and a little bit of paprika for the top too. Yeah. Any particular type of onion, Vidalia, just regular?
I use a regular
yellow onion.
Yellow onion.
Regular yellow, nothing special. Okay. Now tell me a little bit about this meat. I see you have a nice carving knife there. Why don't you show us how you trim it up?
All right, this is beef chuck.
We're
going to cut it into cubes.
Okay. And about that size.
Yeah, about an inch and a half.
Do you do any cleaning out the sinew or the marbling or anything?
Yes, I do. That's why I buy whole cuts. I don't buy them cubed. This way I can clean it myself.
Yeah, I notice sometimes when you buy the store-bought ready to go, it's too much marbling, you get tough pieces.
It's hard to clean that way.
Okay, so you just prefer the whole piece and then clean it. Yeah, I see maybe over here you got a piece that's a little, and you just cut that out.
Yeah, we could just leave that right behind.
Okay, yep. Yeah, that little grizzle piece in there is the piece that you're getting out. Yep, I see that. Definitely. Now, do you want me to chop the onion?
Yeah,
yeah, why not? I'll help you out.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now,
we're just going to cut that into wedges, Joe. So if you cut it in half,
okay, not a mince and a dice, just.
No, it's going to all melt down in the sauce.
Okay, great. Yeah, and I like it chunky too. I like my beef stew to be really chunky. So yeah, you're not doing the mince on this, okay?
We have our meat.
Like that, right?
There you go, Joe.
Big rough chop. Okay, great. Finish the onions.
Okay.
Okay. Now what do we do?
We're going to go to the stove.
Okay.
I'll grab the meat.
Yep. I'll grab the meat for you, and we'll head over there. What's our first step here?
All right. We have oil in the pan getting hot, Joe.
Vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil.
Okay.
And now you add the meat.
Okay. Now, you're not going to dredge it in flour or anything?
No. The onions will cook down into a nice thick sauce.
And that's what's going to thicken it. Yeah. Sometimes with stew, I know they use thick. Okay. Oh yeah, you got a nice. Now you have medium heat.
Medium heat. We're going to brown up the meat so it's nice and brown.
Okay.
Give it a nice flavor to the stew.
All right. Now you're not looking to cook it thoroughly through. Just brown the outside.
Just to get a nice brown on it.
Right.
Joe, this looks like it's just about ready.
Okay. So our next ingredient is
the onions.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's unusual. Usually I do the onions first and then the beef, but you know.
Well, we do the beef, brown it up. Now we'll put the onions in. Okay. Give that a toss.
Okay, so now you're not, at this point, looking to brown the onions again with the meat. You're just going to kind of break them up, let them kind of meld in there.
That's right.
Okay, Steve, now you're going to add 3 simple spices, correct?
Yes. We're going to add a little bit of salt.
Okay. All right. And I think that's paprika.
We'll
put
pepper
first.
Pepper
okay.
in.
And I think you said before Hungarian.
And some good Hungarian paprika.
Okay.
I like to use the Hungarian paprika because it has a nice flavor to it.
And I think it gives a nice red meaty kind of look to the dish when it kind of
it
renders
really
down.
does.
Now at this point, you kind of what? Because I notice it doesn't have a lot of liquid in it.
Now, well, the onions will cook down into a sauce. Right now, we're going to cover it, and we're going to leave it for about 2 to 2.5 hours.
Okay, Steve, I hear you make a really terrific salad and a really special vinaigrette. Why don't we go put that together?
Let's do it.
Okay. Hey, Steve, that goulash really smells great. I hear you have a real simple vinaigrette you're going to make for a salad?
Yes, Joe. It's garlic,
Okay.
lemon juice, olive oil, oregano, salt, and pepper.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to go. Why don't you start assembling that? I'm going to get the
right.
salad out of the refrigerator. I'm going to toss that up a little so it's fresh. Now, what type of salad? Just a regular romaine or the spring mix? Spring mix that you might get at the store? Okay.
Just a regular spring mix.
Okay.
We're going to whisk this up.
Okay.
Get it incorporated.
All right.
You can pour some of that olive oil in there, Joe.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you want to emulsify it, right, with a slow pour, right?
That's it.
Okay. All right, looking at emulsify.
Okay, that's good. If you can give me a little salt and pepper, a couple of pinches.
Okay, just a pinch, okay. Yeah, I know sometimes they make vinaigrettes that are a little
And some
salty.
of the oregano, Joe.
A little bit. A pinch?
Yep.
Okay, a pinch, okay.
That's fine. That looks good.
All right. Do you want to pour it and toss it, or
I'm going to
toss
pour
as
it
you
in the
pour?
salad and you just toss it.
As you pour, okay.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah, it
Looks
has a nice
good.
sheen on it, yep. Okay, great.
And that looks good, Joe.
Well, it smells like our beef stew is just about done.
Let's go check on it.
All right. Okay, Steve, I see you've finished the dish. I see you have it over noodles. Any particular type?
Egg noodles, Joe, I boiled up before.
Regular whole egg noodles. Okay, why don't we dress the plate, as they say in the trade?
We'll finish it up with a little bit of sour cream.
Okay.
All right. A little bit of parsley.
Fresh chopped parsley. Yeah,
And
the
if
colors are
if,
nice.
If you could just sprinkle a little bit of paprika
Okay.
on top of everything.
Okay, great. Just a little bit, just for color, right? Because
There
the
you go.
paprika is already in the dish. Okay. All right. What do you say we taste it?
All right.
Well, you're right. The beef really, really is tender. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And you can taste the paprika.
Yep.
It really melts together nice.
Yeah, just really terrific. Okay, for more information about Steve, his delicious recipe, or the Bayport Fire Department, please visit our website. Steve, I see you have a Bayport Fire Department patch.
I do, Joe. I have a patch from the Bayport Fire Department for you.
Okay, thank you very much. This is going to go back in our Firehouse kitchen on our honorary patch wall.
Very nice.
Okay, thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
All right, you know what? This is a cooking show. They don't even feed you, so I'm dying to dig into this. Okay. Joining me today is former NFL football player with the Dallas Cowboys, Massapequa's own Brian Baldinger. Welcome, Brian. Thanks you for coming to Firehouse
Joe, it's a
Kitchen.
pleasure here today.
Tell me what you got going on with announcing and with some of the charities that you're working with.
All right, let me do the workload here first.
Okay.
Let me get that out of the way here,
Okay.
Joe, all right? Because I'm an NFL analyst, so I do national games every weekend on the radio, but I work for NFL Network, so we do a show called Playbook.
Okay.
Myself and Sterling Sharp and Matt Millen, we put that show on. You can be seen on NFL Network every weekend. And then I do local stuff here in Philadelphia for Comcast. And I do college football for Fox. So when I'm not busy being an analyst, I'm part of the Special Olympics of New Jersey.
Okay.
And me and my brothers, all from Massapequa, we have a football camp every year out in Massapequa. So we look forward to doing that every year.
Okay, I understand you might be involved with the Tunnel for Towers run or something like that, somebody told me?
Well, I'm not exactly the fastest guy here, Joe, but I have finished, obviously, and have given a great deal of, whatever I can to everything that happened after 9/11 up there. I had a lot of friends of mine that were police officers that helped out, firemen that were involved. I lost friends, in some of the towers there. So we're all kind of deeply rooted to the cause.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. It's near and dear to my heart for sure. So in honor of that, actually for football and for firefighters, I put together a recipe called Hungry Firefighters Chili.
Okay.
Out of my Healthy Firehouse.
It's my favorite football food.
Yeah, and that's what we used to have Sundays when we were watching.
Yep.
Probably you on football on Sundays in the Firehouse.
Yeah.
In between our calls, of course. Well, why don't you go ahead and give it a taste?
Sure.
We finished it.
I like a lot of spice, so I can see
Yeah,
the
no,
peppers in
it's not a killer, but it's pretty good.
That will work at any tailgate, any living room. You tell them that
Firehouse
is made for football right there.
Yeah,
and every firehouse out there in America.
Okay, very, Brian, I just wanted to thank you for coming. Amazing. And I want everyone to tune in to the next episode of
The Firehouse Kitchen.
Thank you for watching this episode of American Firehouse Cuisine. If you would like to order a personally signed copy of the Healthy Firehouse Cookbook or the Firehouse Grilling Cookbook, please visit the website at www.thehealthyfirehouse.com. My new children's book, Manutza, the Firefighting Elephant, is now also available in print or ebook format on the website. Producers or network associates interested in continuing or expanding American Firehouse Cuisine, please contact us through the website.